Hi, everyone. I am Jill, and this is your Phoenix Renewal Hour. Coming at you live every Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Getting started just a couple minutes early to let people in, so that we can have a full room to talk about all the fun stuff we're going to talk about today. So I got some music on. Let us just get acquainted a little while the music goes. So talk to me. Where are you coming in from? Hello. I have got a day in the room. Welcome in, a day. Hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. Make sure you are putting a fire emoji or a Phoenix bird emoji in the comments so I know that you're here for the Phoenix Renewal Hour. Welcome in, welcome in. So happy you're here. Welcome, Robin. Welcome back. Welcome back. Who else have we got in here today? We've got Achi and Ade. Welcome. Thanks so much for liking the live. Make sure you are liking, following, all the things so that this live gets out to as many people as possible. We will get started at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, but in the meantime, welcome in. Hello, friends. Welcome back. Oh, I just kicked my camera. Oh, welcome in, Amir. Hello. So happy to have everybody. We are on two platforms. We are on TikTok and YouTube, so you can find me in both locations. If you're on TikTok, make sure you check in with a heart me up here. That'll give you access to the gift box below where there are 4 stickers that we will call out throughout the evening. So we got the Phoenix bird. Somebody who's gone through transformation is born anew. An acorn, somebody who's brand new to the live, hasn't been here before. You got a tree, an oak tree growing inside you. Put that acorn in there if this is your brand new time here. You're brand new here. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Adaja. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Sam. Welcome in. What else? We got a kintsugi bowl in there. Hello, welcome in, welcome in. So we've got that, and that's for somebody that's going through it, but there's gold in the kintsugi bowl, right? You're stronger from the gold. The crack in the bowl is the gift, right? So check out that sticker. And then the last sticker is the lotus flower sticker, and we know that the lotus grows through the mud but produces a beautiful bloom anyway, right? So we've got those 4 stickers. If you are on TikTok, make sure that you are checking in, liking the live, and if you check in at the top, you will have access to the gifts down below where you can submit those stickers. Hello, 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 welcome in. We are just getting started. We are live here 5 p.m. Monday through Friday Pacific Standard Time. So we'll get started in about 6 minutes for our Phoenix Renewal Hour. We're going to go over what's happening in the sky tonight with our astrology, mix it up with some Buddhist wisdom, a little bit of yogic teachings, and make it practical for our day-to-day use. So if you're into that, make sure that you are liking this live, sharing it out to others that could benefit from these messages as well, and follow, like, subscribe, all the things so that these platforms know that what I'm providing to you is valuable, and you'll get alerted and come back and see me every day. If I am lucky and can do time management, I can come by on Saturday and Sunday as well and share the day's astrology. But for right now, I can at least commit to Monday through Friday. So I appreciate you all coming in. Hi, I've got Achi here. Thank you. Francisco, Pappas, Taj, welcome in. Hello. We've got everybody here. Hi. Sorry, I'm missing some comments. I really appreciate you all being in here. We are going to get started in just a few minutes because tonight I really want to get into something that hits really close to home for me and probably for you too. And it's really, I always feel like it's such a coincidence when I pull up the day's astrology after the day is done, just like for funsies, and see, what happened during the day and if it matched up with what the astrology for the day said. And oh, sure, of course it does every single time. It's just ridiculous how on point it is. You just want to say it's woo woo, you want to say that we're just coming up with stuff, but then you look at it and you go, oh my God, these things actually happen in real life. It's real. So amazing. It's been not very long that I have started getting into it and learning about it. And the more I learn, the more amazed I am at the accuracy. It's just wonderful, really cool thing, astrology. I'm learning so much. So if you're somebody who knows a whole bunch about it, tell me, teach me. I want to know more. But I am learning, and something more that I've known for years and years and have been studying is yogic teachings in Buddhism. And so what I really like to do is mesh it all together to make that astrology really super practical, something you can use in your real life. So I don't know. While we're waiting for more people to come in, we're going to talk about how you felt today. Did you feel anything like an itchiness? Like maybe you got to go do something? Hello, Emmanuel. Welcome in. Welcome in. I am Jill, and I am here every Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to talk about daily astrology and Buddhist wisdom. We will get started at 5. It is 4:58 right now. Just want to give people some time to come in, and then we will get started. I am really excited to talk about today's astrology and what that means for everybody. So while we're waiting, did you feel anything in particular today that maybe you weren't expecting to feel when you woke up? Like a need to take action on something maybe you've been thinking on for a while? I don't know. Today is a good, actionable day according to the stars. So we'll get into that a little bit. Can anybody hear the music? I'm wondering. Can you comment for me and let me know if you can hear the music? If it's too loud, too low? Can you hear me talking with the music going? I'm not on your side, so let me know. Because I've got music playing and I don't know if I'm the only one who hears it. We'll get started in just 1 minute. Welcome. What do we got happening today? Jupiter conjunct Sun in Leo today. Moon into Aquarius at 6:45 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So in an hour and 45 minutes that'll happen. Tomorrow we've got the full moon, not just any full moon, the buck full moon. So tune in for that because that one's incredible. That's tomorrow. And then Saturn retrograde as well. So welcome. Come on and pull up a chair. I have been waiting for tonight. Yes, I am Jill. I am here for your Phoenix Renewal Hour. We're here Monday through Friday, starting at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're here for about an hour. That's how long it kind of takes to get through all the information that I want to lay on you every day. But this is a participation thing. So make sure that you are commenting, dropping emojis, how you feel. A lot of the questions I ask are personal, and maybe you don't want to share all that. That's okay. So put an emoji in, maybe even a word, but make sure you're sending some likes and letting people know about this live. Share it out. Follow, like, subscribe, all the things so that we can let the platforms know that the information I am providing is valuable, that you do like seeing me come out on here every single day. So I want to see some hearts. We're going to get started. And it is 5 o'clock right now. Hello, 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 Jorgen. Let's get some likes on the screen. We're getting a little quiet. I want to see some tap, 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 tap in there, and make sure you are sharing it out. There are people out there that need to hear this information, and I have a very important message to share with you tonight. So I'm very glad you're here. I'm glad you showed up. You might be feeling some electricity in the air. There's some charge in the air tonight, and it is because of the positioning of the planets with the stars. So welcome in. We're going to talk about that. Tell me what your name is and where you're joining from. I'd love to meet you. My name is Jill. I am here in Arizona in this hot, hot, hot state where we are dealing with 110-degree July weather. It is super fun. Where are you coming in from? I see people come in here from all over the world. It is so interesting to see everybody come in. So make sure you are saying hello. I want to say hello back. Welcome, Andy. I see you coming in there. Welcome, welcome. I have Beto Casas over here. Hello. Welcome in. I'm so happy everybody's here. Make sure that you are. Hello, Ona Brahim. Hello. I'm so sorry I'm pronouncing your names wrong. I'm trying so hard. Make sure you are tapping and liking the screen if you are on TikTok and sharing it out to all of your friends. Just hold down on my nose and just do a power share out to all of your friends and make sure that we get some people in this room. We've got something very important to talk about today. And it is going to be a little bit serious because life is serious. Okay, so we're going to have some fun being real. And it's okay to be real. We don't need to be extra sensitive about stuff all the time. We need to take a reality check now and then. And we're going to have a come to Jesus talk, right? But not about Jesus, but the theme, you know what I mean? Like, let's talk a little bit about what we need to do in this time period in order to really shine, how to really make things work for us and not fall into a pit hole that is going to be very hard to dig yourself out of. So I want to share some things with you to help you avoid that if possible, right? That is my goal, is to help you and give you some value. So welcome in. We're going to talk about that. So let's see. All right. We getting some likes in here. I'm at 1,600 over here. Let's keep going. Let's get it up there. We can get up to 2,000. Let's get going. Come on. Let's keep moving. I want to see some hearts on my screen. Show some love because I put a lot of work into these things. It's not easy. So give me some likes. Give me some love. Let's see you. All right, there we go. Thank you for liking the live. I appreciate you. If this is your first time here, make sure you are putting an acorn sticker in the comments. Let me know that you are here for the first time. Like and subscribe, follow, all the things, because we're about to talk about what the sky did tonight, which is something it only does once a year. And if you've been feeling this kind of buzzy, electric feeling, not because of cords, of course, but what's the energy in the air? So it's like a restless energy, if you will. It's not you. This is Jupiter. Okay? And I'm going to tell you exactly what it means in about 2 minutes. But first, with one word, how do you feel today? Drop it in the comments. One word. I want to see every single comment. How are you feeling today? Did you feel that restless energy today? Did you feel that? I sure did. I came up with a new idea today. I have a new book idea and I started writing it right away. I'm making an almanac for next year. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's everything we do in the live, but in book form for 2027. So stay tuned. So I just came up with that idea. I got to put it together. So what have you felt? Any projects, anything you want to take action on? Did you feel the energy today? Do you feel some energy today in the stars? Anything come through to you? I don't know if you're hearing the music or if I'm dancing to myself. All right. Well, I definitely felt the energy and I'm doing something about it, right? Let's see. So the reason is Jupiter just conjuncted the sun in Leo. Here's what that means for you, okay? So Leo is the sign of creative self-expression, boldness, taking up space, okay? Jupiter is the planet that multiplies whatever it touches. It's Midas and it's golden touch, right? So Jupiter conjunct the sun in Leo in the sky is saying to you today, whatever you are building right now, your voice, your brand, your new income stream, your community, whatever it is that you're building, the largest planet in the solar system, Jupiter, just put its hand on your back. It's like, go! It's supporting you. The question is, are you going? Are you going to take that step? Mohammed, welcome. I am Jill. Welcome in. Welcome in. So you're going to take that step. You've got Jupiter backing you up today, right? So what's the hard part of all of this? Jupiter conjunct the sun happens only one time a year. Then Jupiter moves on. The expansion window is real and it's finite. There is a limited amount of time that this is happening. And you really want Jupiter, the planet of the Midas touch, to bless your efforts. And so this is one of those days to take action on whatever it is that you've been thinking on, something you've been building. Today's an actionable step day. All right. Thank you, Mohammed. Hala. Hello. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome. Welcome. So here's what happens. Okay. Most people will feel this energy today and do nothing with it. They will scroll. They'll just go into their little nothingness, zone out zone, right? They'll say, someday I'll do that. Someday I'll live my dream. But that's how opportunity passes you by. Where am I from? I am in America. Yeah. Hello, hello. Hi, African man. Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm doing great. How are you today? Where are you coming in from? Welcome, welcome. Right? So we don't want this opportunity to pass us up today. We want to make sure we're taking action, okay? So let's see what else we've got happening in the sky. Oh my gosh. Okay. So tonight there is this charge that in the air, right? And it's building up to something. What is it building up to? So tomorrow is the release of this charge when the buck full moon arrives. Okay. So what do you want to release out into your community tomorrow, right? What happens today to make tomorrow happen? What action do you need to take? What is your offer? What do you need to say, right? What do you need to show up for today that's going to bring you a better tomorrow? Let's see. You are from Nigeria but moved to California. Oh, wow. California's weather is so much better than here in Phoenix. It is really hot. It is really hot today. I'm dying. I'm actually got like a fan blowing at me that I'm not feeling at all. I need to fix it real quick. I'm dying. 1 second. Woo! So yeah. So that's what's going on here. So what you have been building, what you want to show up for, this lands in the most fertile ground tonight. This is our most blessed day to do something that we've been dreaming of doing or building for our business, our community, a relationship, whatever it is. Today is an action step day. I can't enforce that enough, right? Oh my gosh. All right. So the next thing that's happening in the sky tonight is Saturn went retrograde. So that means, like, from our perspective on the earth, Saturn looks like it's going the wrong direction. Okay. It's not actually going the wrong direction. It's just so far away in the way that the earth is positioning. So that is going retrograde. And so what that means is that Saturn is threading through the energy that's happening tonight. Jupiter says expand. Saturn says, well, before you do, look at what you're carrying with you. Okay. Look at what you agreed to. Look at what you built your life around. And ask yourself very honestly, did I choose this or did I just inherit this? Right? The job, the schedule, the identity of the person who waits to be taken care of. Did you choose that or did it choose you? Right? Hello, Diaz. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thanks for the follow, Padoni. Clinton, welcome in. Welcome in. So nice to see everybody coming in today. Welcome. So, did any of you feel any of that buzzing today? Like you couldn't sit still, or maybe like something was right on the edge of happening? Did you? Anybody else feel this? One word, one sentence in the comments, and let me know. Did you feel that buzzy energy today? My number, please. No, that's okay, but have a good day. So make sure while we are waiting for some of these answers to come through that you are liking the live and sharing it out. We need to show the community what kind of value is being produced in these lives today. I want to make sure that I am giving you information that you can use in your daily life to better your lives, right? So let me know by sending likes and letting me see those hearts. And if you are on YouTube, liking the live and subscribing really helps me out a lot. If you share it out to a friend, that helps me even more. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Hello. Hi, Paul. Welcome in. Appreciate you all. All right. So, welcome. I am Jill. If you are new, I come on here live for our Phoenix Renewal Hour every Monday through Friday from 5 p.m. to around 6 p.m., however long it takes us to get through today's astrology, mix it in with some Buddhist and yogic wisdom so that we can have some practical steps with the astrology to better our lives. So welcome in. I'm glad you're here. Make sure you're liking and sharing this out so that we can build up this community. I'm sure there's a woman out there that's going to need the message that I have coming up very next, okay? Make sure, actually, I am about to talk about the meat and potatoes of tonight's live right now. So share this out right away. Get these people in the room that you know are going to need to hear this, because we have heard that Pluto is in movement, of course. But what does Pluto rule? It rules over our systems and structures, our governments, our corporations, institutions that are meant to control the masses and provide for us as well, right? So there is something massive we need to think about here, okay? Nice to meet you, Charlie. Hello, welcome, welcome. So Pluto has really been the story all week, and it's really not done yet. Um, like I said, Pluto rules large, powerful institutions that run the world, run our lives, these governments, corporations, the structures that hold really enormous amounts of collective power. This is what Pluto rules, okay? So the economy, for an example, is a Pluto ruled system. The housing market, the healthcare industry, retirement system, all of these things are run by Pluto, okay? And here is what Pluto does. It does not ask for your permission. It does not care about if you are loyal to your country or the company you work for. It doesn't care how good of a person you are. None of that. Hello, the prince. Welcome in. Hello. Where are you coming in from? All right. So, what Pluto does is it transforms, right? Like the phoenix transforms. Sometimes it's slowly, sometimes it's overnight, and definitely without notice, right? From Ghana, and I am from Arizona, and it is hot here. So when a Pluto ruled system decides to do something like reorganize, you find out maybe on a Tuesday afternoon whether you still have a place in that organization or not. Right? Have we all been in a situation like that where an organization might all of a sudden decide that you are no longer a part of it? You had nothing to do with it. You did everything right, but all of a sudden you're not there anymore. This has happened to a lot of people. It's happened to me, not today, but it's happened in the past, right? So, yesterday, my company that I work for had layoffs. Okay, and I did not get laid off, but that's part of working in the corporate world. That can happen. This is how it is, right? And it's not fun, not for anybody, not for the people in charge that have to watch people they've worked with for years and years go. Like, this is not an easy thing to happen, not for anybody involved, okay? um and it's awful. um I'm still there, and I'm very lucky, and I'm very grateful. But people showed up expecting it to be an ordinary day and we're gone by the afternoon, and it was shocking for everyone. And I sat with that all night. And I know it could have been me, and it could have been you. It could have been any of us, right? We cannot guarantee that when we work for somebody else that our job will be there always, right? It's nice. It's a nice to have, but it's not a guarantee. And they know that, and you know that. But we get so comfortable because we worked there for years and years or whatever, right? Ooh, I wonder why my music's cutting out. I don't know why. So here's the question that I have been asking myself, and now I want to ask you, what is the actual cost of doing nothing about that? Not the emotional cost, but the real practical financial cost of continuing to put all of your eggs in a basket that doesn't belong to you. What is the cost of that in your life? Let me ask you this then. If your income disappeared tomorrow, not if you left your job, if it was taken from you, what would happen in the next 30 days in your life? How about the next 60 days? What's the plan? How many months could you sustain your life on your savings account if you even have a savings account? You don't have to put it in the comments. Just think about this. Please like the live. Make sure you are liking the live. Let TikTok know that this is valuable content. Please. And want this message shared out. We need to have practical solutions for things that come up unexpectedly in our lives, like a loss of income. Maybe it's not as bad as that. What if it's just a flat tire or a broken windshield or something, or an unexpected medical bill? Something comes up. What do you do? Okay? We have to think about that. The cost of inaction, the cost of hoping and praying is not zero. It doesn't cost you nothing. Hello, Impalo 2. Welcome in. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you for coming in. Okay? When nothing bad has happened yet, doing nothing has no immediate price tag. But every month, you spend fully dependent on a system that does not belong to you, a system that you did not create. You're gambling. You're putting your livelihood, your life into somebody else's hands. Jupiter is conjunct with the sun tonight, okay? The sky is literally handing you the biggest expansion energy of the whole year today, okay? So the question is, are you going to use it? Are you going to scroll past this and hope that your paycheck will just continue to keep coming? Right? Are we on the hope and pray plan? Is that our plan? Hope and pray? Someday I'll have a savings account. Someday I'll have some kind of safety net. I'll do that tomorrow. Well, the universe is telling you, do it today. Let's build something real. Okay? And I wrote a book that I think will help you, and I'm going to tell you about it right now. Okay? It is called AI Side Hustles for Women Over 40. It is not a side project book. It is a survival strategy book. It is for women who have watched a colleague or two get laid off and thought, that could be me. That might happen to me someday. There are no guarantees. But then they just went home and did nothing about it. Right? Because maybe they just didn't know where to start. Right? So this book will walk you through exactly how to use AI tools to build real income streams not someday income, like today income, okay? Income you can start building on this week. The hours you already have without quitting your job first, right? You can build while you are employed. Have your safety net ready for if that ever happens, and hope to God that that never ever happens. Okay, I'm not wishing this on anybody. I just don't want to see anybody go through hard times that we maybe can prevent, because there are ways to make additional income now. And this literally walks you through step by step how to do it. So many ways. Many, 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 many ways. Okay, it's a fat book, dude. It's a fat book. So, all right, with the sun and Jupiter being in conjunct, right? The sky is open, this window is real, and this book is the first step to walking through it. So in my bio, if you go to my bio, I have Linktree, and this book is linked there. It's sold on Amazon. And guess what? This is not the only book in the world that talks about this stuff. If you kind of, breeze through the description and you think this isn't for you, find something. I just want you to be okay. Okay, so I made something for you. You don't have to be a woman, and you don't have to be over 40. This literally gives you, anybody, ideas on things you can do using tools that are low cost. Some are even free, right? And this tells you how. It's on Kindle right now. So if that is something that you're interested in, make sure you check the link tree in my bio. It'll take you directly to Amazon where that's sold. Okay, so if there are women in this room doing inner work, right, who know that their outer change has to be built on a foundation, right? I also wrote my journey to myself. Okay, this has 400 journal prompts to take you within. This is for women in transition, okay, because you cannot build new income from an old identity. So you can get both of these books in my link tree. They're both sold on Amazon. You can get them both on Kindle for a much lower cost than trying to get it printed, So right there up in my bio, check it out. Very low cost way to get started on something new for yourself, right? We need to build that safety net by building something of our own, right? And when you find your purpose, you've done that inner work, and you find what you get in flow with when you're, whatever kind of project that might be, whatever kind of service that might be, whatever it is that is good in your life that you feel very comfortable doing, we'll find a way to monetize that so you can help yourself and build a tool or something that you can share with the community, right? Sell that and help maybe build something of your own, so that if, God forbid, something happens to your day job, you have something to fall back on, hopefully a savings account that you built from doing something like this, as well as whatever savings you can do. Okay, so take some time to think about that. Um, I just want to make sure that you know that that's out there, and then I'm thinking about you because I truly am looking for some people to build community truly and get us away from shopping on corporations full time. Maybe we do the farmers market. Maybe we go to little mom and pop shops to buy our groceries or clothing or whatever. Maybe we need to support our communities, right? And so that's something that you can do by creating something to provide to your community. Get started there. Network within your community. Isn't that wonderful? Wouldn't that be nice? Thank you for liking the live. I appreciate you. Thank you, Charles. I appreciate you. Thank you. And I love you all. I want you to all have the best lives. And I'm doing everything I can to provide that to you, any kind of direction. And that's what this Phoenix Renewal Hour is all about, is getting some clarity, some direction, have a little bit of support, because sometimes we don't have somebody in our life that can give us a little bit of advice and some direction. So maybe the things that I share here every day for just an hour resonate with you and help you along in your day. Where am I from? I am from America. I'm in Arizona. Welcome in. Thank you so much for joining. Make sure you are liking the live, following, liking, subscribing, hitting the bell. Please support my live. I do want to make sure to build community and bring people in so that we can each help each other. Everybody has something valuable to share, and I'd love to see it in the comments here, because we can all support each other, even if it's just moral support, right? And that's kind of what this is, moral support, isn't it? But I do have some actionable steps for you, right? Oh gosh. Well, I am Jill, if you are just joining, and I am here for our Phoenix Renewal Hour. I'm here Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It takes me about an hour to get through all the different astrology and Buddhist wisdom. So I'm glad you're here. Make sure you are following so you get the alerts when I go live every day, so you can come in and say hi and let me know what your progress is on your goals, because we want to get through. We're breaking through together. We're feeling the energy. We're watching the stars, and we're making sure we're in flow with the universe so that we can just get to our best lives ever, right? Make sure you are joining the live. That gives you access to all the special stickers that I made that are found in the gift box down at the bottom. We've got a phoenix, of course. We've got a kintsugi bowl filled with gold. We've got a lotus flower growing through the mud and turning into something super beautiful. And what is the other thing? Oh, the acorn, which is you're starting out, you're new, but you're going to turn into that big old oak tree. I know you can do it. So make sure you are joining the live, following, and checking out those stickers down below. All right. So I want to go ahead and get into our Buddhist teaching to go along with our astrology of the day. So the lesson we're going to focus on today is called Virya. It's energy, effort, the will to begin. So it is a Pali word, the ancient language of early Buddhist texts. It's usually translated as energy or effort, but neither of those really captures what it is. Virya is a spiritual quality of wholehearted engagement. It is what happens when you stop like half starting things, right? And bring your full energy to bear on something that actually matters. Okay. The Buddha listed it as one of the 5 spiritual faculties, the inner resource that makes awakening possible. Oh, excellent. All right, so, and here's why I'm teaching that tonight. Okay, what does this mean? Why is it important to have Virya on Jupiter conjunct the Sun night, right? After talking about the cost of inaction, Virya is the antidote. It is the exact thing that inaction itself steals from you. So, what Virya is not. Hello, Owen. Virya is not hustle culture. I know this is called AI side hustles. These are actual good income streams. It's not necessarily a hustle, it's just a title, right? It's just a title, right? So it's not grinding yourself into the ground. It's not doing more for the sake of doing more, okay? Virya is aligned effort. It is the energy you have access to when you are moving towards something that is actually yours. When you are building something that belongs to you, you do not need willpower to show up for it, right? The Bairia is already there. You just have to start. You just need to take that first step forward, okay? The reason inaction feels comfortable is that nothing bad has happened yet. The structure is still standing. The paycheck's still coming in, right? And Vairia requires you to move before the fire's at the door, right? That's the hardest kind of effort that there is. Not responding to a crisis. That's easy, right? Everybody moves when the house is burning down, but if the house isn't burning down, people don't do anything. Right? Vairia is building your fireproof house. It is saying, I see that there is risk. I see that there's also opportunity. And I am choosing to move forward toward the life that I actually want while I still have the luxury of choosing. So where in your life have you been waiting for a crisis so that you can move forward? Right? What would it look like to bring the Bairia into your life right now, to do that thing right now? Not when you have to, but do it right now because you choose to do it. What would it take to give you action? What would make you move forward to get to that blessing that Jupiter is offering us today? To give us that Midas touch that Jupiter offers. Take action today. Make the plan. Do something towards your goal today. Just something. Hi, Babe. Welcome in. Thank you for joining. Make sure you like the live and share it out. Let TikTok know that I am producing something valuable to you. Please, if you are on YouTube, make sure you are subscribing so that you can get these lives every day, okay? I'm so happy to be here with everybody. So, in our Phoenix Minute, has anybody in this room already started building something of their own? A side income, perhaps? Business, creative project, something that belongs just to you. I would love to hear about it. Put that in the comments. What are you building for yourself? I love creating and building new things. What do you like to do? I decided today that I wanted to write another book. I thought we need a 2027 almanac of everything I talk about when I come on these lives every day. So I'd have a page for every single day. Wouldn't that be great? You can have something tangible in your hands and look at every day. What if you can't see me every day? You know, what if you're away? You would have your almanac you could just check on. So I started writing that today, making a plan. What do you want to do? What helps you? What are you building? And make sure if you are finding value, you are liking this live out on TikTok, sharing it out to your friends. Everybody needs to hear this message. We don't want to be sitting on our hands waiting for an emergency to happen. We don't want to wait for the house to set fire before we fireproof the house, right? Let's start doing these things. Let's make sure that we are covering our asses, right? Let's do it. Let's do it. And welcome in. If you are brand new here, I am Jill. I am coming at you live every day at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to talk about astrology and Buddhist wisdom to help move you through your life. Stay in flow. Let's let the universe tell us what to do and follow along. Why the hell not? Let's give it a try. That's what I'm doing. And you know what? Things have been working out really well since I started talking to the universe, listening to what it says, right? Having that communication come through and actually paying attention, because it is freaking amazing how accurate this is. I have never seen anything like that before. It's crazy stuff to me. But I also really, really love Buddhism and yoga because I find it to be truly very practical, and I'm a practical type of person. And so today's yogic teaching is a concept. It's called Sankalpa. Sankalpa is Sanskrit. That means a heartfelt intention, a vow or resolve that comes from the deepest part of yourself. It's not a goal. It's not even an affirmation. It's a declaration of who you are already becoming. In yogic philosophy, a sankalpa is set in a very specific moment, usually at the beginning of a practice, when the mind is quiet and the heart is open. You plant it like a seed, right? And then you trust it to grow. Tonight is one of those most powerful nights of the year where you should be planting your sankalpa, saying in the present of what you are becoming, right? And then trust in it to grow. So Jupiter is in conjunct the sun today. The sky is at maximum expansion energy, just full blessings today, right? The moon is also moving into Aquarius, the sign of community and collective vision. The full moon is tomorrow. When you set an intention right before a full moon under a Jupiter conjunction, you are planting in the most fertile soil there is available. Let that land for you. This is a very massive energy to set your intention and actually see it grow, like real fruition. We're going into it like, oh my gosh. So I want to do something a little different right now. So I want to give you a moment. Okay, so you're going to I have microphones on. Put your hand on your heart. I'm going to put on my arm. But you put your hand on your heart. I have microphones on my heart, so that'll make too much like horrible sounds for you. And then start thinking about one thing that you have been putting off. One thing you know in your heart that you're meant to be building. Maybe something you're meant to be doing or becoming. Not the whole thing. Maybe just think about the first step. Can you feel that in your heart? Can you feel that energy with your hand on your heart and thinking about that thing, that one thing? Okay? Your sankalpa for tonight is this. You say this to yourself with your hand on your heart. I am someone who begins. Not someday. Not when I am ready. I am someone who begins. That's it. Plant that. Jupiter has his hand on you right now, setting it on your sankalpa intention. The moon is carrying it into Aquarius, and just let the sky do the rest. You are setting that intention right now, feeling that heart energy, putting that out into the universe, and letting the universe handle it. You're trusting it. That's your Sankalpa, stating your intention of what you are becoming and trusting that the universe is going to fulfill this for you, right? So, what's one thing that you are declaring tonight? What's something that you are declaring in your heart? Hmm? What are you beginning? Go ahead and drop that in the comments and say it out loud in this room, because Sankalpa needs to be witnessed by a community. That's why we do it here during the lives. This is not the first time we've done this. We did our Sankalpa over the new moon earlier this month to help plant those intentions. It's good. It's a great time to do it again. Plant those intentions when the universe, the energy is fertile for it. And that is now, today. Okay, so I'm letting you know so you can plant those intentions. Hand over heart. Feel the energy that comes from your hand touching over your heart, and then saying to yourself your intention. Write it in so the community can witness it, right? Because we're here to support you in your Sankalpa, and you are here to support us in our Sankalpa, right? Hello, Diaz. Hello, Joseph. Welcome in. I'm doing wonderful. Thank you so much. All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for coming in. And if you are if you've joined the room, you will have access to the gift box below. If you have that, go ahead and put an acorn in the comments, because tonight you just planted a seed. You planted the seed under the Jupiter sky, giving it that Midas touch, the universal blessing of building your project, right? Whatever it is that you are becoming, right? So make sure you are liking the live, sharing it out, and making sure that TikTok knows that this is a valuable lesson that I am providing. I'm giving you value. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. All right. So speaking of acorns, we're going to ask our acorn question of the day. I don't ask this question on any of my other posts on social media. It stays in this live. It stays in our comments here. It's just for us, right? And an acorn is a growing question, right? It's a growing thing. It's a seed. And I want you to think about your second answer, not your first answer, because sometimes the first answer is a more polite answer. And I want you to think about what's the more true answer to this question. So let's take a look. Jupiter is handing you the biggest expansion of the year tonight. What would you do with your life if you knew the income would follow? Right? So think about that. Jupiter is handing you the biggest expansion of the year tonight. What would you do with your life if you knew income was going to follow because of it? Hmm? For me, it's building this community for real. I just keep coming up here every day in hopes to build this community to support other women who are going through a transition in their life. That's why this is a Phoenix renewal. The Phoenix is all about transition. I have gone through so many Phoenix transitions in my life, 3, and that's significant, to go from zero again. Going from zero, it is not easy. but it is possible. And I am here as living proof that you can come through the other side of terrible, horrible situations and start new, start fresh. And I believe in you. I believe you can build something too, right? So don't forget, I want you to do your inner work, which is something you can do with these 400 prompts. This is built specifically for women in transition. Okay. I called it my Jill's empty nest for a while because I'm going through the empty nest thing too, right? Gone through 2 divorces, kids growing up, going to college, moving out, starting their lives. And then you find that maybe you just don't know what you want and who you are and your purpose and what sets you on fire. So this is you doing the inner work with my journey to myself. And then your outer work is building something of your own. So you have that safety net, because we cannot rely on big systems in place. Hi, Jen, welcome. We need to make sure we have something of our own, okay? Because I care about you and I want to make sure that you are thinking about these things, because the earth can shake below our feet. Things change without our permission all the time. We don't have any guarantees in this life at all, period. And it just breaks my heart when I see these systems that we all rely on get taken away with no warning. And then what? Then what do you have? So I want you to build something of your own. That is why I come on here and encourage you every day. Encourage you to come up with something that's going to make you feel good every day, that you can share with your community, whatever it is. However it makes you happy and can be helpful to the world around you, right? Let's find that. So come back, keep coming back every day. Join me here for our Phoenix Renewal Hour, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Monday through Friday. And let's talk about these things, right? We know Jupiter is still conjunct with the sun right now. And I would be doing you all a major disservice if I didn't say these messages to you so clearly. That we cannot put all of our eggs in the basket that we don't own. There's nothing wrong with having a job. There's nothing wrong with working for a corporation. That is wonderful. It's lovely to get a check every 2 weeks and have insurance provided and all these different benefits. It's wonderful. Keep doing that, right? I've done that my whole life. But what else I've done through my whole life is be an entrepreneur of some sort, to build something for myself, because I know that life is like this. You know, I've watched recessions multiple times in my life and businesses going out of business. You know, that literally the rug gets pulled out from under whole families and they don't know what to do. And I'm trying to show you another way, that there's effort involved, but you can do it. It's available to you. You can do it from home. You don't need to quit your job to start a business from home. And this has a bunch of ideas, a bunch of practical steps. It's easy things to do from home that are cheap, easy, maybe even free. Some of these programs are free. So there's things to do. And you get your ideas by doing your inner work. Read through your prompts. Think about who you are and what shines a light on your soul and makes you happy, right? and then make it practical. I'm going to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. Anyway, I love you guys. So I'm just trying to be here for you. Something is coming that's going to connect everyone to what we do here, the astrology, the teachings with Buddhism in your natal chart. I'm not 100% ready to reveal that yet, but it is being built. It is a piece of technology that I am going to provide to this community very soon. So stay tuned. Make sure you are following, that you're subscribed, you're hitting the bell, so you'll be the first to know when I let that go. But I am very grateful. I am so grateful for this room tonight. Genuinely, you showed up on a Tuesday night, you planted something, and that matters. That matters. Jupiter conjunct the sun, the moon moving into Aquarius. The full moon is tomorrow. The sky is at maximum charge. And you were here for it. You are here for it. Do not let that energy get wasted tonight, okay? Do something with that energy. Tomorrow on Wednesday, we have the full moon in Aquarius, conjunct to Jupiter, right? Our Midas touch planet, our planet of abundance. That is one of the most expansive lunations of all the year. So it is a completion. It's an illumination, and we are going to feel that together tomorrow. So make sure you come back tomorrow, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Monday through Friday. Thank you so much for being here. Have a good night, everyone.